Hi, and welcome to this beautiful new series of fairy blessings. Each week we're going to be looking at a brand new spread and looking at things like how fairies can bring about a gentleness, wishes and desires, learning and what is hidden. So we're going to shuffle the fairy cards. Each week I'll be using different fairy cards. So let's see what's going on for this week. So what do we need to know this week? Some of these fairies like to fly off. There's your wisdom card. That's a bonus. Right, what do we need to know this week? Right, okay. So, brand new spread. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. And the bottom one is the hidden one. Okay. So down here is the innocence and the learning. So it's almost like the subconscious. So for the subconscious today is look in a book. So when we look into a book, we can find the wonderment. Not only do we find the story, but if you use a book for finding out your answers, you can gaze upon one of the words. So it says, whatever your question right now, you'll find the answer in a book. The words you find will bring the insight you seek. Now, it depends what sort of book that you're learning from. It doesn't necessarily have to be a book in this day and age. It can be, you can be guided to a video or a word or a saying. But wisdom in a book is vitally important. Sometimes it's not about the learning, but the unlearning of what we're taught. So, because this is on a subconscious level, we can have teachings from long, long ago that is no longer applicable. So perhaps if you've still got your favourite book in your home, why don't you revisit that book and perhaps read it or read a passage from it and just gauge where you are today from where you were when you read that passage. Sometimes you'll find by revisiting a passage or from your favourite book, you will find that you have grown a lot. Simply because you'll have more understanding and more wisdom. So sometimes when we do research into the book, we find we have grown spiritually. The subconscious will actually find really interesting information. And then depending on where you are in your life, it'll mean different things. So today, perhaps look in the book for not only a word, but a passage. Revisit your favourite book. Or maybe be introduced to a new book as well. So that's fun, isn't it? So that's your subconsciously needing to go back to a book. So what is the magic and the change within your life? Well, here we are, the friendship. So when we have friendship within our life, that's a wonderful community. So friendship here says, fairies and humans alike need friends. Now is the time to seek out those who will support and encourage you on your journey to fulfill your dreams. So the fairies know what friendship is about. But sometimes as humans, we are disloyal and have a sense of false loyalty to friends. We change from one era to the next, from when we were a child to a teenager to a young adult and beyond. Do we have to still be a friend with someone that we don't connect to? As spiritual beings, it's all about letting go. Friendship is vital. A real friend will support you in your dire need, and equally you will too. You can be friends with absolutely anything. It is a friendship. It's being friendly and caring and loving. So friendships are really interesting. It's a change that we make within our life. We can become friendly with anyone, but a real friendship is a relationship between you where you are and where they are. And that together when you meet in harmony is a friendship, a fellowship, but a loving. So a real true friend will always have your back, and equally you will them when they really need you. This is a true friendship. And that's why the fairies know that the bond between friends is so vital. So say, for instance, that friend that you haven't talked to for a long, long time. Are you still their friend? Reevaluate the change of friends. Okay? So that's friendship. So now we have over here, what is being gentle in your life and what are you accepting? So today is the magical blessings that you are accepting. And this is how you have to be gentle with yourself, because all blessings are that. So instead of struggling with aspects of, oh, I don't have this, or why isn't this happening? The magic within our life is humongous. Here it says, whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. The fairies say you can bless others too. And blessing someone opens up your heart to empathy and compassion. But when we magically bless something, it is putting really good, loving intention on the situation. The fairies know this, and just by having that good intention, powerful, they actually make things work. So within your life, if you accept that a blessing is putting really positive, beautiful, loving energy into a situation, you can then transform your situation into a magical time. So magical blessings are that. See the manifestation and work with your friends. It's opposite the friends, the three friends. So what kind of situation can you perhaps bring into your life with your friends? Celebrate. I know we can be in a situation of a lockdown, but when you share also a situation like a secret or a problem, your friends can bless you and say, it's okay, things will get better. Because the support of a friend is another viewpoint. So together with friendship today, reach out, ask, are you okay today? Just thinking of you, I hope your day's going well. I'm here for you if you need me. Okay, so this is a very important aspect that the fairies are trying to teach us all. So now we have number 4 down here. It's loving the self. And this is a transformation. transformation within our life. So here, this beautiful fairy is saying, this fairy tells you to surrender to a transformation in your life that's happening for your highest good. Embrace your transformation. The best is yet to come. So when we transform, you can see the butterflies here. Butterflies are one of those beautiful signs that we are aspiring and being inspired to go higher. Our vibration needs to go higher. So it's change within us to realize our spiritual self. The fairy of transformation can change on a daily aspect. The fairy of transformation can change throughout the day. And it's an analogy and a synchronicity that can show us we can change our mind, we can change our feelings about any situation. We can't be too fixed. We do have to accept change, because it's very much like the Temperance card in the tarot, where change does have to take place in a balanced way. So when we transform who we are and how we view things, and have a look in the book of how things have adapted within our life, that's when change takes place. So this is why in this particular reading this week, we have look in a book. What was real before may not be real now. It may not even be applicable in our life right now. So change is always going to happen in life, and transforming about acceptance is also a great idea. So now, guys, we have wishes and desires. So wishes and desires within our life becomes moon energy. So if you see this card here, moon energy is vitally important to touch into our sensitive side, our intuitive side. So here's the moon energy fairy says, surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life. If you're feeling confused, this fairy comes to calm emotions and reassure you that peace of mind is possible. So sometimes nighttime can be scary. Sometimes nighttime can be restful. So you have the balance. So because this is the wishes and desires, we need that intuitive side. We need the reality of situations. That is our desire. We need to see things clearly in the light of day, but we need things to change. And yes, it is opposite the transformation card. So we are desiring change to be more intuitive and to be more reflective on life itself. Again, this is the subconscious of look in a book. Look in a book. So when we look in a book here, we see the intuitive side when we read the passages. So everything you're looking at, colour, shape, has a meaning. But to be intuitive about that meaning is the meaning for yourself. It doesn't matter what you're told, but what does it mean to you? And this is our desire this week, to tap into what's real for us. So the moon energy fairy has huge vibration, and she is very moth-like. So she will fly intuitively to the light. So for ourselves to fly into the spiritual light is that intuitive sense to connect with our soul and spirit, to soar towards divine love. So our desire is to know what we need to know on a knowing level of higher knowing. So when moon energy comes, we also need to not be a victim of the cycle. So reality, for our own reality, is our desire. Okay? So we have blessings of gratitude. This is a very important card. So it came out when we were shuffling. So it's highlighted into the aspect of the wisdom. You can see here, got candle wax on it. We can see here that the wisdom fairy is bringing about a yinness. It's very quiet. It's like the moon energy coming in. It doesn't need complication. So it's a very subdued card, bringing in the snowy owl. Have you ever been told that you're wise beyond your years? Now is the time to call upon your inner fairy wisdom to help you with the challenge. So this is what we're being grateful for. We can share that with friends and our magical blessings about our wisdom. It's not an arrogance, it's just an inner wisdom. Sometimes, if you're very psychic and connected to your higher self, and maybe you do channel words from spirit, it is a secret. But the inner wisdom, you have to be even wiser to either share that knowledge or not. So this is why it's over the looking in a book. Sometimes books that are seemingly really knowledgeable and have authority aren't necessarily the right way to go. This is why we need the moon energy card to give that intuitive side. And this will help being wise when to say stuff and when not to. But your own wisdom about your life is going to pay dividends when you pay attention to your intuitive side. So it's not about how many years you've been on the planet. It is knowing that you're on the right path at the right time. Sometimes we have to be grateful for this and be upright and be strong in our own abilities. Okay? So what's hidden from us? What is bringing forth the nature of the fairies? Hope. So to have hope is really essential. Hope. When we don't have hope, we feel despondent and disappointed in life. Hope is always there, even if we can't see it. Optimistic expectations can help change a negative situation into a positive one. So when we have hope, we have a look into the future. We have to have hope as humans that things will get more positive. This is why the friendship card has come out. We need to share our dreams if it's applicable to do so. We need that wisdom. So when we see signs in the universe of the rainbows, of the birds flying, it is a peaceful time to bring forth a wish, a dream, and a hope. So hope today that your faith in humanity, your faith in yourself, your inner wisdom, your inner word that you can find in a book can be like a mantra of the day, of the week. So hope for a better life for yourself and connect with the love aspect of being neutral, living in the moment. This is the best way to go because this brings even more success when we hope that we do lead a peaceful life. So friends and your community can help in a better way than ever before. So this was the fairy reading of the week. Thank you for listening, and do find your favourite book to find a word that is special to you. Words do have meaning, and especially when shared with friends. And hopefully your friends can be there to bring about a sense of community and fellowship and understanding that we all need patience. And this is the wisdom of the fairy blessings today. Thank you for listening. Lots of love.